was kind of embarrassing, actually, to be totally honest, as I'm sitting down to do this. I broke my guitar, my Fraulini, and it's totally my fault, and it's a mistake any of us could have made, especially if you're a folk singer and you play these tiny little stages. Ugh, these things are cramped. Yeah, I was moving too fast, and it's totally my fault. And I just want to share a little story of what happened and how to make it so it doesn't happen to you. It's right there. So I'll show you at the end of the video what we're working with. But basically what happened was I was at this gig. It's one of those tiny little folk singer stages, and I've got a 12 string and I've got a 6 string. And you know, I'm of the school you don't put them on the guitar stands. So it wasn't that. I didn't put it on the guitar stand because those are wobbly, especially on like a hollow stage, or you've got kids running around, or just like folks running around, drunk people. I mean, drunk people and kids more or less make the same mistakes. So yeah, I keep them in the cases on the ground. This particular stage was too small, and what I decided to do was put the 12 string in the case behind me, and then I've got my 6 string, you know, I'm playing it, and then if I want to switch, I'll just do the old dance, the old switcheroo, put the 6 string in the 12 string case behind me. And I've done that before. Usually works all right. What happened was I forgot my tuner for my 12 string. And I don't know about you, but tuning a 12 string in front of people is is some kind of exposure I don't think anybody needs. So I have a tuner on my 6 string, but it's one of those little inset tuners like in the Soundhole, and I really do like those because they pick up the guitar no matter how loud the room is. But to get that thing out is kind of a dance, and I was doing it. I was holding the 12 string, and I was trying to get the little tuner out, and I got it out. I got it out just fine. What ended up happening though was when I was trying to put the 6 string away, I was holding the tuner and the 6 string by the lower bout. I don't know what happened, but it just freaking dropped right under the headstock. And my buddy's running sound. He's like, yo, dude, that didn't sound good. And it didn't sound good. I play a G chord, and I'm like, dude, it's perfectly in tune. I mean, what a nice guitar. Put it away, tune up the 12 string, play a couple tunes on it. And honestly, the 12 string for me is just supplementary stuff. Like, I only play like, you know, a handful of tunes on it. Switch back to the 6 string, and I'm going to play one of the hardest tunes I've decided to work up, which is the Maple Leaf Rag. And it's a pretty regular thing to feel like a piece of crap while I'm playing that tune, because it's super challenging. But halfway through, I mean, I'm playing real sloppy. And I look down and I notice my action is just horrendously high. And I happen to see that the neck is coming up from the body. And so I just meekly kind of end the tune and collect myself and figure out, like, I'm not going to be able to play this guitar. And put the guitar down. I realize, you know, I don't even have a backup 6 string because that's my only guitar with a pickup. And so as almost penance to punish myself, I decided to do the entire 3-hour gig. I think it was a 3-hour gig, all on 12 string, which is punishment. Pull a Todd Albright. Todd just punishes himself by playing solely 12 string guitar. So yeah, I did take a little set break, which was rare for me. But I wanted to just check out how the 6 string was, you know, what condition was it really in? Was there anything cracked? And honestly, it was actually a totally clean break. It just popped out from the neck pocket. And then I make the second mistake. I just push it back in. I'm like, why did I do that? Because I got to get glue in there at some point. Now I got to re-break it. Oh, idiot. So I just put it away. I closed the case. I don't want to look at that thing. Play the rest of the gig, and I'm ready to get to work right after the gig. Just come back to the studio here. My wife's like, dude, just come back to it tomorrow, level-headed, which was a good call. So I come back the next day, and I've done this before. you just slowly bring it up the pitch. I try to massage that thing open and then bring it past pitch. And I did that enough till I get to like a reasonable point where I could barely get this little whip tip in there. I could get just enough glue in there. I could tell I was in the pocket. And I can pull that thing shut now. I think I just did like a ratchet strap just to hold it down, make sure it didn't open up overnight. And I come back the next day, take the ratchet strap off, put it in the case, and don't open it for a week. You may have noticed the last couple of videos I wasn't playing the Fraulini. It's because I don't even want to know if this thing's going to hold pitch or not. And yeah, at been about a week. I mean, we could check out the damage if you want. Yeah. I mean, you didn't think I let it stay broken, did you? Yeah, so I'm really, really glad this thing made it through. What I would have had to have done if it didn't, and hopefully I don't have to in the future, is actually just take the neck off and make sure there's enough glue surface to just make sure this thing is snug as a bug in a rug. And yeah, lesson learned. And I hope a lesson for you out there is like, there's kind of two lessons, I think. One, be prepared. You know, make sure you have everything you need, whether it be tuners or any kind of emergency thing you might need to have. And then for two, don't move so fast. You know, it's just a gig, just a little folk singer gig. It's fine, right? Take your time. And yeah, those are the things I'm kind of grappling with now. And I've been thinking about making some videos about things I want to make sure I bring to a gig and how to really fully be prepared, little kits that I have and that I'm thinking about making. So if that's interesting to you, let me know. I'm happy to make those things because we really learn from each other, right? And that's the best thing a mistake is for. So, all right, everybody, take care of your instruments out there. They need you just as much as we need them. And I hope you're all doing well and have a great weekend. Alright, if you like this video, we gotta thank my patrons over on Patreon for making it possible. I also want to take a second to invite you to join up over there. It starts at $2 a month. It's a way for us to have some further dialogue, to dive in a little deeper. We have live streams. We just have a lot of fun over there. So check it out. That's KO Stringworks over on Patreon. Otherwise, you can always just watch what's coming up next. And just want to thank you for being here.